It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're going to look at J.J. McCarthy. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Vikings and the Packers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Vikings to go on offense for the first time, and it's a rookie at the helm, the 10th overall pick back in April out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator, the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On play action, McCarthy. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. Jefferson going to go in motion right. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Vikings at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. On play action, now McCarthy. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive, INT. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running right, Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here we go, Shaq.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Dobbs. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Love, they go play action now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dayo Odangbo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Sherfield. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, 51 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go, Shaq.
Love from the gun. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They work now on 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a solid run down inside the 30. This defense for the Vikings, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Good coverage coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Love looking to throw it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. McCarthy off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing is McCarthy. He sets up the screen to Jones. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That one goes for 8 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. To the air with McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after here coming up. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Rocco switch.
Now Love. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And he fends him off. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the play fake, Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dayo Odeyingbo. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Love. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Brandon Powell deep from Minnesota. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now McCarthy. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Still fighting for more. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here we go. Check.
Play action this time with Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's go.
To throw now, here's Love. And that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Again, it's Love. Touchdown, Packers! Isaiah Likely, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones headed back onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's McCarthy. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A gain of 22 yards, and the Vikings first down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we close out the first quarter of this season. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Kirk Cousins acquisition working out handsomely. 3 touchdown passes for the man wearing number 18. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. George Pickens, a touchdown reception. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by the rookie from Michigan, J.J. McCarthy. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Love now. That's complete to Dobbs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss. I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And that is incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McCarthy setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. Ha!
Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. On the return is Powell. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love finds his man, Watson, over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. McCarthy operating from the gun. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. McCarthy off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking to throw McCarthy. Caught by Jones. Down inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Complete to Likely. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
Let's go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jonathan Greenard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing. Love. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Love throwing for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On play action, now McCarthy. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. That is caught, powering forward. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, the numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Let's go now.
To throw now. Here's Love. Quick slant to Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Right side, there's Likely with it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Here's Love.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10. Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. At this point, down, Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The ruling on the field is
so Matt LaFleur had it right. He'll wind up winning that challenge. McManus's point after is good, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 32. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Love now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and